In a world where everyone is awakening to high-level talent, men choose to become freelancers without class. Classmates mercilessly mocked. This kind of talent cannot be compared with high-level skills after reclassing. They asked Dwanlight Yun to quickly go find a factory and screw screws. The teacher also advised Dwanlight Yun to choose a class talent early, because the benefits after reclassing are much greater. And before Dwanlight Yun chose the no-class freelancer, he was living aimlessly every day. Just 3 years ago, when he crossed into this world, he awakened during the talent ceremony. Dwanlight Yun awakened the versatile talent. It can be done through his understanding. This is not a good thing. Although versatile talent can learn all skills, the intensity of skills cannot compare to the high-level skills after reclassing. In the midst of such confusion and the blow of reality, when Dwanlight Yun had already completely given up, but unexpectedly activated a set of system. The system prompts you to choose your career planning. Dwanlight Yun doesn't know what this thing is for. It's destined to have one less talent than others. Can a no-class freelancer be considered a class? The system directly binds the classification as no-class freelancer. The system's amazing features will be deeply appreciated by Dwanlight Yun in the future. Just need to easily complete tasks. You can get the coveted skill points that others dream of. Relying on the skill points given by the system only requires enough time. Even all-class skills can be maxed out. Rather than saying he is a no-class freelancer, it is more accurate to say he is a freak of multi-talents. After 3 years of hard work, Dwanlight Yun has finally elevated the attribute to a whole new level. Today is also the day of the college entrance examination. But you must pass 3 tests at the bronze gates. Everyone chooses based on their own abilities. Students who awaken the high-level talent will choose a more challenging mode. The stronger the talent, the stronger the accompanying skills. The reason why human beings need adventurous awakening class. Because the monsters in the game have descended into the real world, forming devil's calamity ravaging the world. This also forces the whole world to become a world where strength is paramount. On the day of the college entrance examination, all students taking the exam are gathered here. The bronze gate above the square is today's examination paper. With the appearance of a bright light, the door of the dungeon slowly opens. This assessment's secret realm is the Goblin Lair. The vast majority of people chose to team up. Only students from the rocket class dared to choose solo runs. Suddenly, everyone was shocked by what they saw before them. Dwanlight Yun from the advanced class unexpectedly also chose to solo run. And the challenge they are taking on is the Nightmare difficulty dungeon. People couldn't help but exclaim. It's like sending oneself to death. Looking at the various dozens of weapons on Dwanlight Yun's body again, several people laughed heartlessly. Is this person a fool? Even the teacher was almost infuriated by Dwanlight Yun. You said you wouldn't reclassing, let it go. Still dare to solo Nightmare difficulty dungeon. At this moment, as soon as Dwanlight Yun entered the dungeon, he directly activated the swordsman primary skills hasty. He wants to quickly deal with the minions. The goblins in the dungeon immediately react to the sound. They all eagerly pick up their weapons and rush towards Dwanlight Yun. Dwanlight Yun is prepared to attack them first. He takes out his staff from his bag. Activated mage primary skill fireball. Suddenly a loud explosion rang out. Dozens of goblins perished in an instant in the sea of fire. The spectators, who were mocking just now, were all dumbfounded. Damn, my primary skills are more powerful than a mage's high-level skills. And at this moment, Dwanlight Yun has turned the staff into a sharp sword. The swordsman primary skill wind step slash is used. Between the flashing swords and shadows, the goblin army is almost completely wiped out. The few remaining goblins are completely panicked, shrinking in fear one by one. Watching them kill one by one is a bit of a waste of time. Dwanlight Yun directly uses skills. This time he used the wind flame slash of the sword mage with great power to instantly eradicate the remaining goblin bandits. At this moment, The dean, outside the arena, is full of confusion. The power and intensity of this kid's skills are clearly too high. The head teacher explained that Dwanlight Yun's talent is versatile, which can increase the upper limit of all skills by 2 levels. But the dean heard this, and said with a worried expression, "During the stage of 12 to 25 years old, a small number of people will self-awaken talent ability. Some people awaken magic. Some awaken warrior. Some people may even awaken crafting profession talent. But the versatile talent is the highest level. There is not much use for talents that come after early stage talents." Then the group decided that Dwanlight Yun had no training value. And at this time, Dwanlight Yun was on fire with sparks and lightning. Soon he arrived at another dungeon gate. Tens of thousands of goblins suddenly appeared before his eyes. And leading them is a powerful centurion. But Dwanlight Yun calmly took out his staff. Using priest skills light barrier. Taking advantage of the goblin's obstructed vision, Dwanlight Yun uses assassin stealth skills to instantly take out the mage with the highest damage, but this also exposes his own position, surrounded by the goblin siege. Dwanlight Yun then uses assassin duplicate skills. In an instant, he slaughters the groups of goblins. The centurion immediately activated his most powerful berserk form in response. But even this is not enough to make Dwanlight Yun take it seriously. Only the centurion in berserk state charged towards Dwanlight Yun. However, Dwanlight Yun simply leaped into the air. Then he pulled out his staff, and used the summoner skills to summon the water element. The scene suddenly shifted, as the one reclassing host redirected the camera to other students. This moment immediately caused dissatisfaction among the onlookers. Following that, various pieces of garbage were thrown towards the broadcasting platform by the audience. At the same time, a assassin director in the audience said, "This guy's performance is textbook level. Every assassination angle he takes is perfect. He's definitely an all-around fighter." The scene then cuts back, only to see Dwanlight Yun's 3 water elements summoned and engaged in battle with regular goblins. He himself is currently fighting with a centurion. The centurion charged towards Dwanlight Yun, and Dwanlight Yun casually swung his hand in place. Centurion immediately stepped into the trap set by Dwanlight Yun. This is the mechanic skills capture device. As Dwanlight Yun launched a fireball, the centurion's head instantly exploded. But this only caused him some superficial injuries. Just as he was preparing to gather strength to charge towards Dwanlight Yun again, unexpectedly, he stepped on the mechanism set up by Dwanlight Yun again. In an instant, a powerful surge of heat enveloped him. Dwanlight Yun looked at the shockwave generated after the explosion and said, "This level of attack is far from enough to destroy you. The smoke has cleared." Indeed, Centurion has not disappeared. It even became more berserk. He then launched his most powerful skill, War Trample. But Dwanlight Yun did not want to give him the opportunity to release it. In an instant, he used Druid Wrap to bind him up. Immediately after, he controlled tentacles and gave Centurion a big slap in the face. The humiliated Centurion instantly goes on a rampage. But then Dwanlight Yun uses Mage Ice Ball and hurls it towards him. How many skills does this kid have? Damn it. Dwanlight Yun then continued to use Water Attribute skills and Thunder Attribute skills in combination. By utilizing the combination of attributes, they achieved a synergy effect greater than the sum of its parts. Even the Centurion couldn't withstand the attacks no matter how beefy it was. Everyone was horrified by the tragic death of the Centurion. The control chain of this no-class freelancer is too terrifying. Unexpected actions by everyone. He just pushed open the door to the next level directly. The audience became nervous instantly at the sight. Even the dean yelled in anger, because Dwanlight Yun's actions were tantamount to seeking death. Don't even want to rest. Even starting the next level challenge without waiting for MP to recover. This will greatly reduce the passing error rate. And all the monsters in the next level are higher-level goblin, mage, and shaman. Each of them is as strong as the previous centurion. But Dwanlight Yun is calmly carrying the water element. Then, he spoke. It's just in time for the summoning spell to expire. Make the most of the last moment before it disappears. The next moment, various magic attacks flew towards Dwanlight Yun. And Dwanlight Yun just casually pointed a finger. The water element rushed forward immediately. With a blast, Dwanlight Yun was engulfed in the smoke. However, as the smoke gradually dissipated, Dwanlight Yun's figure also appeared. And the group of goblins were all wearing surprised expressions. Because Dwanlight Yun was holding dual pistols aimed at them. Then one shot took care of the monster in front. The dean was not optimistic about this. Because although the marksman class has a lot of skills, it is also the most complicated class to operate among all classes. To deal high damage, you must hit with every shot. However, this is often very difficult to achieve in actual combat. But the following actions of Dwanlight Yun left everyone stunned. He not only hit every shot accurately, but also utilized the jungle monsters to enhance his killing intention. Each stack can increase attack speed and movement speed by 2%. Dwanlight Yun then used slide tackle skills to rush in front of the monster. Then quickly pull out the gun and shoot, facing the attacks of the goblins. Dwanlight Yun easily dodges the attack with a backflip. At the same time, he also quickly reloads ammunition while somersaulting. Then he quickly aims while standing on his head. I saw Dwanlight Yun performing an elegant waltz. With a spin, the bullet was shot towards the goblin. After Dwanlight Yun landed, all the monsters were defeated by him. And he managed to score headshots with every shot. The spectators outside the arena were immediately stirred up. It was like a solo performance by him. At the same time, Dwanlight Yun's move also attracted a large number of fangirls. Even the dean couldn't stop singing his praises. This is a complete change from the previous evaluation. However, the mentor beside him carefully observed that from the beginning until now, Dwanlight Yun seemed to have not used any medication. According to the rules, players are allowed to bring some HP and MP potions. The homeroom teacher hit the nail on the head, saying it's not that Dwanlight Yun doesn't want to bring them, but he doesn't have a backpack at all. The extra space is used to store bullets and weapons. In the dungeon, Dwanlight Yun lowered his head and looked at the gun in his hand. The rapid fire just now has completely destroyed these two black iron rank guns. Dwanlight Yun didn't hesitate at all. The dean was shocked. He quickly asked Dwanlight Yun's homeroom teacher. The gun was completely destroyed. What level of gear did he use? The mentor exclaimed anxiously. It was the cheapest black iron weapon being used. The dean lifted him up by the collar. How could you let the students take the college entrance examination with such shabby equipment? But the teacher said, Indeed, he really can't afford anything better. Dwanlight Yun not only has no parents, but also his family is extremely poor. Moreover, he has a younger sister to support. The sudden appearance of a scene frightened everyone. It was a rocket class student who died in the dungeon. Many classmates died in front of the centurion in the second level. The surviving classmates quickly used the teleport scroll to return to town. The junior students were scared. They were terrified at the thought that even senior students, who were several times stronger than them, couldn't pass the assessment. Completely lost confidence in passing the level. And every year at this moment, we need to select a student from rocket class to inspire everyone. However, this year the dean decided to switch the spotlight to the no-class freelancer from the advanced class. And Dwanlight Yun is about to challenge the final boss, the terrifying Gore Lord whose strength is unimaginable. This is not a place where humans can come. The powerful oppressive pressure erupted and made Dwanlight Yun tremble. But at this moment, Dwanlight Yun spoke. You only have 20 seconds to live. Immediately, Monk activated his blood berserker state. The homeroom teacher who was watching the situation angrily scolded. Although the blood berserker attribute can temporarily increase all attributes by 80%. But once the time is up, it will enter a weakness state for 3 minutes. This is equivalent to seeking death. At this time, Dwanlight Yun has already picked up a long stick and smashed it towards the boss. But Gore Lord not only blocked this blow with a huge axe. The powerful force directly split Dwanlight Yun in half. Everyone's heart tightened. The Dean, however, keenly noticed that Gore Lord only chopped a duplicate to death. At this moment, Dwanlight Yun has already flashed behind. Then it split down and pierced through his back. Caught the boss off guard. Immediately followed by casting illumination. Instantly burst forth with a dazzling light. Deprived Gore Lord of vision. Dwanlight Yun immediately pulled out long spear. At this moment, a prompt came from within the dungeon. Due to the cowardly means of attack, Gore Lord became extremely enraged. The next moment, Gore Lord's body immediately became extremely hard as it entered a berserk state. But Dwanlight Yun is only using a black iron rank weapon, unable to penetrate the boss's body at all. Followed by the sound of the war spear breaking. Entering the berserk state, the Gore Lord's resilience has been increased. Even the duration of control has been shortened. He directly picks up the giant axe and smashes it towards Dwanlight Yun. As the smoke disperses, the boss showed a shocked expression. Dwanlight Yun not only dodged this strike quickly, and used the skills of Druid's Wrap. I see that the Blood Berserker state only has 13 seconds left. Dwanlight Yun knows that this battle cannot be delayed any longer. Immediately activated Ranger's ability to perceive weaknesses. But Dwanlight Yun was surprised to find out. The Gore Lord in front of him turned out to be a freak without any weaknesses. Dwanlight Yun quickly stepped back. At this moment, Gore Lord raised one foot and used the earthquake skills. The ground was instantly shattered by the powerful impact. The tremendous impact made Dwanlight Yun unable to stand steadily. Gore Lord immediately chopped towards Dwanlight Yun. Although barely withstanding this blow, Dwanlight Yun also sustained serious injuries. The Gore Lord picked up the giant axe, intending to end Dwanlight Yun. However, Dwanlight Yun remained completely calm. In an instant, countless sharp thorn vines shot out, aiming straight for the monarch's back. Unexpectedly, the Gore Lord casually swung his axe and cut off the vines. Classmates in the spectator stands exclaimed. Senior Dwanlight Yun is completely in a struggle to survive. Druid class skills are used for control. They are fundamentally unsuitable for offense. At this moment, the gauntlets on the Dwanlight Yun gear launched another vine attack. And his target of attack is Gore. After all, examiners cannot create monsters without weaknesses. Taking advantage of the moment, when the boss turns around to deal with the vines, immediately activated the martial artist skills Fire Fist. Gore Lord roared angrily. He turned around and blocked Dwanlight Yun's Fire Fist with a direct punch. Your attacks cannot cause substantial damage to me. You have already lost. At the same time, Dwanlight Yun's Blood Berserker state has also ended. But Dwanlight Yun is not flustered at all. Gore Lord also sensed that something was wrong. There was actually a sharp spearhead behind them. The spearhead pierced through the boss's heart. Congratulations to the examinee Dwanlight Yun for clearing Goblin Lair in 14 minutes and 47 seconds. The high score has been successfully recorded. The spectators off the field suddenly erupted into cheers at the sight. At the same time, the system inside the dungeon is activated, judging by your completion difficulty and time. The system evaluation has confirmed that your SSS rank has established you as the first person in this dungeon's record. Reward: a large amount of XP and a set of golden rank gear. Dwanlight Yun couldn't help but ask, is this the first person in history to achieve this? It looks like the highest scorer title in Jiangnan province is almost certain. Then, another achievement was unlocked, where 3 super powerful talents can be chosen from. Dwanlight Yun chose the fast casting that suits him best. After all, he is a man who has mastered all class skills. This talent greatly reduces his casting delay. Later, Dwanlight Yun looked at his new gear all over his body. He just felt as soon as he put it on, if he were to fight against Gore Lord again. Dwanlight Yun has absolute confidence in taking him down within 5 seconds. Just as Dwanlight Yun steps out of the dungeon, just saw all the spectators on the field yelling, "God Yun is invincible under heaven." Dwanlight Yun was confused on the spot. How did I unlock a new nickname just by playing a round of dungeon? The dean and the class teacher couldn't wait to pull Dwanlight Yun over. A very ordinary small car stopped in front of Dwanlight Yun. The spectators off stage were full of disbelief at the scene. The dean actually had his driver take God Yun back. I have never heard of a student receiving such treatment. Dwanlight Yun just left. The dean just received a call from the director of education, and Dwanlight Yun has returned to this somewhat shabby home. As soon as the door opened, Dwanlight Yun saw that his younger sister had already prepared dinner for today. He saw his sister's excited face and she said, "Today is the big day for your college entrance exam, brother. I even added some shredded meat into the dish." Dwanlight Yun looked at his busy sister, feeling a mix of emotions. His father died in the Orc royal court invasion over a decade ago. His mother passed away a few years ago due to overwork. Even the black iron gear on his body is an antique inherited from his father. Over the years, Begonia Yun took over all the household chores in order to focus on practicing combat skills. No matter how Dwanlight Yun insisted, her little sister wouldn't let her help at all. And all Dwanlight Yun could do was to repay her with 10 times, 100 times effort. At the dining table, the younger sister asked, "Was today's exam still going smoothly?" After learning that Dwanlight Yun has a chance to compete for the highest scorer position, immediately asked excitedly, "So, can we meet every week in the future?" Only saw Dwanlight Yun indulgently patting his sister's nose and said, "More than once a week. Let's have meet every day in the future." So, in the following time, Dwanlight Yun exercised diligently every day. After all, the number of skills in college is far beyond what high school can compare, especially in the top 7 universities. Even possessing basic skills of hidden classes. Dwanlight Yun just got back home. His sister hugged him excitedly. "The results are out. You are the top in Jiangnan province." Just then, the system sent a prompt to complete the achievement quest. Not only did Dwanlight Yun's B-rank versatile talent get promoted to B+ rank, but also obtain the S-rank skills Holy Flash, S-rank Divine Artifact Rebirth Cross, S+ rank skills New Talent Extraordinary Regeneration. Dwanlight Yun is extremely happy. I didn't expect the rewards for obtaining the highest scorer to be so generous. Now, Dwanlight Yun is powered by the promotion of talent, even able to surpass many reclassing skills. And the Rebirth Cross in hand is equivalent to having 2 lives, coupled with the blessing of 2 life-saving skills. It's hard to even die. Dwanlight Yun found that East Cloud Academy has been surrounded by a large number of reporters. Fortunately, Dwanlight Yun was well prepared. Otherwise, it would be difficult to even enter the school. And inside the meeting room of the college, major top universities in the country are competing to recruit people one after another. But when they found out that Dwanlight Yun was the most useless freelancer with no class, the mentor at KO University looked disdainful. Dwanlight Yun is required to choose a class reclassing immediately, otherwise, they will not be able to enter the gates of KO University. The dean, however, did not give him any face at all. Our student Dwanlight Yun is the highest scorer in the province, and all major universities are vying for him. Yet, you want to deny him. KO University's mentor stood up and said, "No-class freelancer has no future. Without reclassing him, he is not worthy of entering the doors of KO University." Even the students of KO University questioned Dwanlight Yun's exam scores, just as the situation was deadlocked between several people. At this moment, Dwanlight Yun pushed open the door and walked straight towards the students of KO University. "Do you want to see how much water I have? Now, this watered-down highest scorer challenges you. If you can't defeat me within 5 moves, Then I admit defeat. The man burst into loud laughter. Mocking Dwanlight Yun, he is truly an ignorant fellow who doesn't know the immensity of heaven and earth. The homeroom teacher on the side hurriedly advises Dwanlight Yun not to act impulsively. KO University is a top-notch institution. Your opponent has been practicing diligently in the school for a year. Who knows how many powerful skills they have learned? The student heard this and immediately shook their hands, indicating that once words are spoken, there is no turning back. The dean looked embarrassed. Facing against one reclassing level 19, while Dwanlight Yun had just reached level 13, the gap was so significant that it was a one-sided beating. Afterwards, everyone entered the arena one after another. The showdown that concerns the prestige of the two colleges is about to begin. The man told Dwanlight Yun that he could defeat him in 3 moves. Looking at the Madacount sword in Dwanlight Yun's hand, he jokingly asked, "Do you want to use Magic Series and Sword Series skills?" Can only use staff form. But dealing with you is already more than enough. This remark thoroughly enraged the man. He directly took out his staff and started casting spells with a haste bonus. The casting only took 0.7 seconds. But the scene before him left him shocked. Dwanlight Yun's casting speed was even faster than his. A massive fireball was coming straight towards him. The man had no choice but to create a magic shield to mitigate the damage. With a loud crack, the shield split open directly. The man was stunned. He did not expect Primary's fireball to have such power. He could only stand there helplessly, watching the fireball smash straight towards him. In an instant, a violent explosion erupted on the spot. Dwanlight Yun stepped firmly on the man's foot. He snorted coldly. KO University students are nothing special. The homeroom teacher was stunned. Dwanlight Yun not only can release fireballs smoothly, but also can one-shot a level 19 mage one reclassing in 2 seconds. The people present fell silent instantly. The dean exclaimed, "Dwanlight Yun's versatile talent has actually evolved. The drawback of the no-class freelancer is its low ceiling. And his talent can not only increase skills rank, but also evolve. When combined with Dwanlight Yun's excellent practical abilities, he can be called a perfect genius." At that moment, mentors from major universities all crowded around, using up their valuable resources, all wanting to recruit Dwanlight Yun. At this time, mentors from Jiangnan University spoke up to make a promise. He will be given all primary skill books for his class, and even some exclusive class skill books from foreign countries, as well as some hidden class skill books. And the school's blacksmith factory will craft a multi-form weapon that is most suitable for the no-class freelancer to give to him. The heads of other academies all sighed. Jiangnan University is going all out on this. Faced with such generous conditions, Dwanlight Yun chose to become a member of Jiangnan University without hesitation. The dispatch staff from Jiangnan University has fulfilled the first commitment. A multiform weapon has been delivered. This is a weapon named Demonic Breakthrough. It can not only switch to the War Spear form. It has a high penetration effect. It also has the bleeding effect of the long sword form. And the magic penetration of the staff form. And weapons also come in different qualities. As long as you are willing to spend money, you can enchant them again to increase their star rank. But enchanting carries high risks. Once failed, the quality of the weapon will decrease or even be damaged. The enrollment reward is definitely more than just that. As the dispatcher pointed towards the trunk. Inside are various rare primary skills books of different classes. Dwanlight Yun was extremely happy. Tears uncontrollably flowed from the corners of his mouth. In the end, the dispatch staff took out the house contract and keys, indicating that this was an additional villa gifted to him by Dongyun City. Dwanlight Yun arrived at the new house with his sister. Begonia Yun couldn't help but feel emotional. The previous house couldn't even compare to the bathroom here. However, Dwanlight Yun next to her was only interested in the class skill book she had just acquired. There were actually quite a few classes she had never seen before. It turns out that as early as 70 years ago, a game called The Realm made its debut. Many players did not choose the human race to start the game, but instead chose elf, orc, and others. Later in the game, it overlaps with reality. Many people with special bloodlines intermarry with ordinary people, giving birth to humans with special bloodlines. It also expanded the area of the Earth by tens of thousands of times. The current world terrain is completely different from the original. Dwanlight Yun inside the Dong'an city is just a small place. It is difficult to encounter other races. Only within Jiangnan University can one truly get to know this world. After that, Dwanlight Yun spent a month studying hard. Not only did she learn a large number of rare class skills, but she also thoroughly mastered the weapon demonic breakthrough. The day to start school arrived. The younger sister was reluctant to say goodbye to her older brother. Dwanlight Yun comforted his younger sister. "We have money now. If you want to eat something, just go ahead and buy it without worrying about the cost. You are already a middle school girl, take good care of yourself." Dwanlight Yun set off for his destination, Jiangnan University. A large number of students of different races gathered at the school gate. Dwanlight Yun inside the Jiangnan